So, as old time people would say, story come to bump. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, welcome back, welcome back. A blessed morning to you all. Hope you guys are doing okay. Make sure you have a seat. Take a seat for this one because we have a couple of unfit and a couple of unavailable players heading off to go and play in the Lanka Premier League. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, they are getting themselves in order, ready to go and play in the Lanka Premier League, fit or not fit. Anyways, I have an article here from Crick Nation, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys where they are talking about a couple of West Indians that were selected in the in the Lanka Premier League draft that was held yesterday. So we're going to talk about it a little bit, but let me say this. If you are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please I'm asking you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the post notification bell. Leave a like and drop a comment. So as I said, guys, I am on the Crick Nation website here, and I am going to be reading and letting you guys know exactly what is being said here, and then I will give my little bit of input. So the headline says Lewis, and we know we're talking about Evan Lewis, Rutherford, Sheffield Rutherford, and Brathwaite, Carlos Brathwaite that is, among West Indians selected for Sri Lankan Premier League. Yes, you heard me right. Evan Lewis is there. I remember we just heard that, he wasn't in the squad because of a fitness issue and not doing the required fitness. So we see that it's a possibility that there is no injury or anything. So for those who are suspecting injury or suspecting that there is something else, then you can see if there is even any injury, no long-term injury, because he was just drafted. All right, let me go into the article. So they are talking about our West Indians that were selected and a couple of other overseas players, people from Australia and South Africa and so they say Pretorius, that's the all-rounder there from South Africa. Then they say the Archie Short, Evan Lewis, Sheffield Rutherford, Tim Cypher, and Sheldon Cottrell were among the other overseas selections. So even Sheldon Cottrell, yes, my viewers and subscribers, his name is in the draft. So what we can say, by the end of this video, we'll probably hear exactly when the Lanka Premier League will start. So people that were missing for personal reason or people that were injured and all of that will be operational by then. Another big name West Indian that I did not mention just know that is there also is Fabian Allen. Yes, you're hearing me right, my viewers and subscribers. Fabian Allen. So listen to this information here and just recall all of what was said last week when the West Indies white ball squad was named. Was it last week that the squad was named? I think so. So listen to all the names that are being called now that are available to be drafted to the Lanka Premier League, and just look back on what you heard when the West Indies white ball squad was named. You heard the excuse for Cottrell. You heard the excuse for Fabian Allen. You heard the excuse for Evan Lewis, right? And all of these guys, their names ended up in the Lanka Premier League draft and they were drafted. All right, let me continue in the article. So the article says that T20 stalwart Carlos Brathwaite, who is the West Indies former T20 captain, Imad Wasim and Pretorius were among the highest placed international acquisitions during the Lanka Premier League draft, which took place yesterday, which was the 5th of July. Now, they said the former West Indies T20 captain Brathwaite, who has smashed 2,240 runs and he has taken over 214 wickets in more than 200 T20 career appearances, joins the newly named Caddy Warriors. I think that's the team that he's going to be playing for. Now, the article went on and it says, fellow veteran all-rounder Wasim heads to Galle Gladiators, while South African bowling all-rounder Pretorius has been picked up by the Colombo Stars. Now he is in line for his debut in the competition, right? So listen to the rest of the information. It says the other notable international draftees in the 60,000 or 50,000 category were Australian, the Archie Short. I guess he's a new talent coming through. And we also have Evan Lewis, right? So Evan Lewis, he was picked up by last year's winners, Jaffna Kings. I think they are called the Jaffna Kings. So he will be playing for the defending champions. And he was picked up for a nice little sum. Now, Fabian Allen, he was picked up by the Cardiff Falcon, you know, and I think he was selected in the category of 50,000 to 42,000, somewhere thereabouts. So, yes, my viewers and subscribers, all of these players, 3 players, we heard some information about, right, as relates to why they were not named in the West Indies ODI squad, but they are ready to be a part of this. Now, they said the Lanka Premier League gets underway on July 31st, with the final to be played on August 21. Heard that? So the final, the game will start on the 31st of July, and the final will be played on the 21st of August. If I'm not mistaken, that is going to be running alongside the CPL. I think so. Yeah. No, I think the CPL might be starting the 31st of August. Yeah. So the CPL will be starting the 31st of August. This will be starting the 31st of July. So once again, guys, quite a few of these players that we expected to be in the white ball team. We heard that some people sick, some people missing because of personal reason. But this draft here went down and their names were in the pot and they were selected, right? It could be a case where players are actually going through situations right now that we are not aware of, and they anticipate the situation or injury or whatever it is to be over with by the 31st of July when the Lanka Premier League starts. Maybe they are going through situations that probably prevented them from playing in this ongoing white ball tour. Right? We're not going to go through this fitness thing again about CWI trying to meet the players halfway and the players not doing it. We're not going back through all of that again. But I'm just highlighting this to let you know that we have quite a few players that will be taking part in the Lanka Premier League. Right? When it comes closer to the league, we will hear if people will have to withdraw for personal reasons. Right? Or they will be playing. When a man is injured, you cannot do anything about it. But when a man uses the broad topic or the broad brush of withdrawing for personal reason, that is something that definitely needs to be looked at. And you know, as we always say, they are all West Indians. They are not representing West Indies at the moment. But whatever they are doing, whichever team they are representing, we always want to see them perform well. But it just goes to show that, you know, sometimes we are putting we are putting our head on the block, so to speak, for some of these players, only to find out that they are not willing to do the same. In the sense that some of these same players that we are arguing and cursing about that should be in the team would have proven that here what? They have no interest. The white ball squad was named a couple days ago. These names were missing for whatever reason. But the draft was held yesterday. And these same players, their names are in the draft. As old people like to say, read between the lines. A man will do what he thinks or what he believes is best for his career. Or a man will not buy a pound of carrot if he can get a pound of carrot free. So if you don't need to put in certain amount of work, and you're still going to get triple or quadruple the amount of money to do the work, a man might take the side where they don't need to put in a certain amount of work. So as I said, these players are going to be representing the Caribbean over there in the Lanka Premier League. Carlos Brathwaite, apparently is still a hot commodity. He's there. Evan Lewis, his name was, well, I can't say they are there as yet because the thing is going to be starting on the 31st of July. But Carlos Brathwaite, his name was in the pot. He got selected. Same thing for Evan Lewis. Same thing for Sheldon Cottrell. Same thing for Fabian Allen. So we just have to keep a close eye on this to see when it gets closer to the tournament, if people are going to pull out because of personal reasons. We know they're not going to pull out because they are not fit. And these franchise teams will not drop them because they are not quote-unquote fit. But let us see if anybody will have any personal reason that will allow them not to play. These are just my views, my peeps. The comment section will be open. You can go straight ahead in the comment section and let me know what you think about this one. Bless. I'm out.